To this special edition of CGTN. Currently, now I'm in East China's Shandong province. It is this place where a coal mine accident happened last night. And now, at this moment, as far as we know, 18 people are still being trapped in the shaft, and 2 people have been rescued alive, and 2 people have been killed, as far as we know. When the accident happened, 334 people were working in the shaft. 312 escaped from this accident. So we're still waiting for the 18 people who are still being trapped at this moment. And now, this is the place that we can get. That's the nearest place we can get to see what is going on at this moment. That's a whole. Some people being rescued would come out of that place of the gate, where you can also see some ambulances, and a lot of people are still waiting. If this is the moment of life or death, as you can see, this place has been cordoned off, and also you can see some other media waiting for the 18 people who are still being trapped here. Now, currently, I'm standing on the van. This is the nearest place, once again, where we can see what is going on at this moment. Now, if we look downward, we can see some of the local officials now are inspecting this place and to see what is going on. And then we're going to give you the latest updates. So we're expecting some more people being rescued, some more miners rescued at this moment. And the cause of this accident, as far as we know, was called the rock burst. So basically, a rock burst means spontaneous or violent fracture of rock in some deep mines. And in this mine in particular, it was 1,000 kilometers deep. So compared with other mines, gold mine or coal mine, this is pretty deep actually. That is why so many people, 334 people, were working in the shaft. In the regular coal mine, usually around 50 or 60 people, but for this one, we do see a lot of people working in the shaft, and 18 people are still waiting to be lifted out of the situation. So, opening of the mine shaft would relieve the neighboring rocks of tremendous pressure, which would cause the rock to explode as it attempts to re-establish balance. That is the cause of this accident. So once again, the cause of the accident, as far as we know at this moment, after the investigation, is rock burst. So basically, it means a spontaneous violent fracture of rock in deep mines. The opening of the mine shaft relieves neighboring rocks of tremendous pressure, which would cause the rock to explode as it attempts to re-establish balance or equilibrium. So it happens a lot in the coal mines. Now, if we look around, you can see some ambulances here, and then if we turn to the right a little bit, you can see people now are waiting for the 18 people who are still being trapped in the shaft. And the armed police, we can also see some armed police, and also the media is one of us, and now we're currently trying to find out the cause of this accident at this moment. So once again, this is CGTN. Welcome to this special edition, and this is breaking news. 18 people are still being trapped in the coal mine. 2 people have been rescued alive. 2 people have been confirmed dead today. 334 people were working in the shaft when the accident happened last night, Beijing time, around 11 p.m. and 312 people escaped from this incident, luckily. When I arrived here, I saw one person who was rescued alive, and it was an exciting moment. Of course, this moment is life or death. Now it is around 6. Now, what time is it? Now it is around 5 p.m. and it is getting darker. So when it's getting darker, it would pose a lot of difficulties to the rescue work. And now we can see this place. If we look around, we can see some ambulances now who are waiting for the 18 people trapped in the shaft at this moment. 2 people have been confirmed dead. 2 people have been rescued alive. And the cause of this accident was rock burst, which is some kind of spontaneous or violent fracture of rock in deep mines. And for this mine, it's around 1,000 kilometers deep. 334 people working in the shop. So it was pretty a big mine accident. And the opening, according to the definition of the rock burst, the opening of the mine shaft would relieve neighboring rocks of tremendous pressure, which would cause rock to explode because it's trying to re-establish balance. So now we're still waiting for some more people working in the shaft to be rescued. A lot of people are waiting patiently. When I arrived, I did see some relatives crying. I think that was one of the relative or one of the dead worker who was working in the shaft at this moment. So we're still waiting, and the time is taken away. It is getting more dangerous for the miners who are working in the shaft. Now let's look around. If we look around, we can see this place. This place, it is in East China's Shandong province. It's in Heze, one of the counties. And this place, it is abundant in its resources, the mine resources. And here, today, the accident, it was an accident that happened last night, Beijing time, around 11 p.m. So it is almost, when it's around 11 p.m. today, so it's almost 24 hours past, and 2 people have been rescued, 2 people have been confirmed dead, 18 people are still waiting to be lifted out of the shaft. Now we can see ambulances, and we can also see the armed police and also the rescue team, the doctors waiting at the gate where you can see the ambulances and people. So this is the nearest place where we can get to see what is happening. This is breaking news. Once again, for those who just tune in, this is CGTN. Welcome to this special CGTN, and we are broadcasting the breaking news that is happening at this moment in East China's Shandong province. 2 mine workers have been confirmed dead, 2 have been rescued alive just now. 18 people are still being trapped in the shaft. When this accident happened last night, Beijing time, around 334 people exactly were working in the shaft. 312 managed to escape. So it left 22 people trapped in the shaft. 4 people have been taken out of the shaft. 2 have been reportedly dead. 2 have been rescued alive, and 18 people are still currently in the shaft. And this is the place where you can see what is happening. This is a nearest place where we can get CGTN. So if you can see the gate, and we can also see some ambulances waiting there. And it is getting darker. When we first arrived, when CGTN first arrived, there were more people waiting here, but now it is around 5 p.m. So some people have left for home, and there's still a lot of people, especially doctors and armed police and also the local government. They have been doing whatever they can to rescue the 18 people that are still being trapped in the shaft. At the time it's taking away, it is getting more dangerous. And then the cause of this accident once again was rock burst, and that is not very uncommon when it comes to some mine accidents. It is some kind of spontaneous or violent fraction of rock in deep mines. The opening of the mine shaft relieves neighboring rocks of tremendous pressure, which would cause the rock to explode as it attempts to re-establish equilibrium or balance. That was the initial investigation, the cause of this accident at this moment. This is CGTN. We are broadcasting live breaking news of the mine accidents in East China's Shandong province. Now we are still waiting for the 18 people. 22 people have been reportedly trapped in this mine shaft when the accident happened last night in Beijing time. 334 people were working in the shaft. 312 escaped. Now we are still waiting for the 18 people. Now we can see ambulances and also the armed police who are still waiting for the 18 people to come out. So now currently I'm standing on a van trying to give you the latest updates, and then we need to change our position, I'm afraid. As this is okay, they are asking us to come down. Okay, so 18 people are still being trapped in this shaft. Okay, now this is the nearest place where we can get to give you the breaking news. 2 people have been confirmed dead, 2 people have been rescued alive. This is the moment of life or death. So you can see the ambulances flashing their lights and also some doctors and the armed police waiting here. Once again, this is CGTN. Welcome to this special edition of CGTN. We're broadcasting live the breaking news of the mine accident that happened in East China's Shandong province at midnight last night, Beijing time, around 11 p.m. Now it's almost 24 hours. 2 people have been rescued alive. 2 people have been confirmed dead, and 18 people are still being trapped in the shaft. The cause of the accident was rock burst. Now we're still waiting for any signs. A lot of people now are moving right now. And when we got here, we saw some relatives crying. That was relative of one of the dead mine worker were confirmed dead just now. Now at this moment, if we move around, you can see the ambulances flashing lights, and then also some doctors waiting at the gate urgently, expecting 1 or 2 or 3 of the mine workers working there. So this is the moment of life or death. Let's see what is going on at this moment. The local government now. Let's give it a closer look at the. So the local government officials have been inspecting the work, and now they are trying to figure out, doing whatever they can, trying to figure out the cause of the accident, or the best they can do to rescue the 18 people who are still being trapped in the mine shaft. Okay. So they are walking away. And just now, the local government officials came out of the shaft, and now I think there would be another press conference pretty soon, briefing us the death toll at this moment. 18 people are still being trapped in the shaft at this moment as they are walking away. So now, let's bring our attention to the gate of this accident once again. You will see ambulances and a lot of people, armed police. They are still waiting, expecting the 18 people who are still trapped, who are being trapped in the shaft, to be lifted out of the hole. At this moment, the mine is around 1,000 meters deep, so it is a pretty big mine. That is why 334 people were working in the shaft when the accident happened. Usually in a regular mine, you have 50 or 60 people working in the shaft. For this one, this is a pretty big one in East China. And the cause of the accident was rock burst. Some kind of spontaneous or violent fracture of rock in deep mines. The opening of the mine shaft relieves neighboring rocks of tremendous pressure, which would cause the rock to explode as it attempts to re-establish equilibrium or balance. Now this is CGTN. Welcome to this special, and we are broadcasting live on what is going on in East China's Shandong province. Now you can see ambulances, a lot of people are waiting here. And the relatives now currently are waiting outside, expecting their husbands or brothers. Let's see what will happen. And this is life, this is a moment of life or death, and at any moment there would be a miner being rescued. You see the ambulance now is waiting at the gate of the shaft. And inside, this is the nearest place CGTN or everyone could get to see what is going on at this moment. We do see some people inside the hole. They are still waiting. And the shaft is around 1,000 meters steep. So we're still waiting. This is the moment of life or death. And now, I think more people are getting into that hole at this moment. I think someone new is being rescued. Let's wait. So people are now on alert. I think someone new is coming out. I think someone new is coming out. So let's have a look at. Once again, this is CGTN. Welcome to our special edition. This is breaking news. We're broadcasting in East China's Shandong province. 2 people have been confirmed dead. 18 people are still being trapped. But now at this moment, I think it's not 18. The number is going down. So there is someone new coming out. There is someone new coming out. Let's see, it is 1 person or 2. I think that is 1 person being lifted out of the shaft. A lot of people are waiting there. You can see media and doctors and the armed police, the ambulance. And I think that is 1. So at this moment, should be 3 people have been rescued alive or dead. We don't know yet. And as the ambulance drives along, we can see. So 2 people have been confirmed dead. So at this moment, 17 people are being trapped in the shaft. That is 1,000 meters deep. Now you can see a lot of people are waiting at the gate of the shaft. Let's see if that person is dead or alive. And of course, everyone, we wish good luck. I wish that person being rescued is still alive. That's been almost 24 hours past. This accident happened in East China's Shandong province last night, Beijing time. So at this moment, up to now, it is almost 24 hours, 20 hours. Let's see. And someone new has been rescued. Once again, the number has been changed. So at this moment, 17 people are being trapped in the shaft. 3 people. So at this moment, 5 people have been rescued. 5 people have been lifted out of the shaft. 2 people have been confirmed dead. So let's see if that person is dead or alive. But lots of people now are waiting at the around the ambulance. Let's see what is going on at this moment. I think they are practicing. Let's see what is going on at this moment. This is the moment of life or death. Okay. Everyone is holding their breath. We can see a rescue team coming out. They are in the orange outsuits, and we can see the ambulance coming here. Okay, the ambulance is going away. Still, we don't know. We didn't see if that person was dead or alive. I think that person is still alive. So at this moment, 17 people are being trapped in the shaft. 5 people have been lifted out of it. 3 people have been rescued alive. 2 people have been confirmed dead. Once again, this is CGTN. Welcome to our special edition of CGTN broadcasting live of a mine accident in East China's Shandong province. And now we can see, just now 1 person was taken out of the shaft. I think there will be some more taken out of the shaft pretty soon. Now we can see the ambulance is now waiting at the gate. A lot of people once again are going into that hole, trying to lift more people out of the shaft. So once again, 17 people are trapped in the shaft. 5 people have been taken out. 3 have been confirmed alive. 2 have been confirmed dead. Now it's been quiet. A lot of people are still waiting. All of the people who are working here or the rescue team are holding their breath. We'll see what's going to happen next. So this is a piece of fast-moving news and the moment of life or death. Once again, welcome to this special edition of CGTN. This is the nearest place we can get to bring you the latest updates on a mine accident in East China's Shandong province when it happened last night, Beijing time, around 11 p.m. So up to now, it's around 19 hours, 20 hours. 5 people have been taken out of the shaft. 17 people are trapped. So now we can give you a closer look. Now we are giving you a closer look. You can see some armed police waiting around that hole where the miners would be rescued. So we'll see what is going on. So we'll see what happens next. Everyone is holding their breath, trying to expecting, or everyone holding their breath, expecting the other 17 miners trapped in the shaft. This is CGTN. We'll bring you the latest updates on mine accidents in East China's Shandong province. The mine accident happened last night around 11 p.m. So it's past almost 20 hours. 5 people have been taken out of the shaft. 17 people are still being trapped. And the shaft is around 1,000 meters. When the accident happened, 334 people were working in the shaft. 312 managed to escape. 5 people have been taken out. 17 people are still being trapped. When we arrived here, we saw some relatives crying. Just now we saw another ambulance coming over. So we're expecting more of them to be lifted out of the shaft. Now, if we give it a closer look inside the hole, and that gate was opening once again, we're expecting more of the miners trapped inside to be taken out. This is the moment of life or death. Now everyone is holding their breath, waiting for the rest 17 of them who are working. So we can see some people going into that hole once again. And the gate opened. So let's see what is going on. Once again, welcome to this special of CGTN. We're broadcasting live. Okay, some people are asking questions. It is Robin Henderson Crawford. Do you know how big is the rock? So we have no idea at this moment how big the rock was. It was a mine. It was a coal mine accident. So it was inside, and the shaft was around 1,000 meters steep. And the cause of the accident was called rock burst, which is kind of, for those who just tuned in, what is a rock burst? That is a spontaneous or violent fracture of rock in deep mines. Opening of the mine shaft would relieve neighboring rocks of tremendous pressure, which would cause rock to explode as attempts to re-establish balance. So that was the cause. If you just tune in, that was the cause of this accident. At this moment, 5 people have been taken out of the shaft. 17 people are still being trapped. Okay, and then Robin Henderson Crawford, I hope they have oxygen. That's a very good question. Actually, when the accident happened around 6 hours ago, the ventilation system was restored. So the oxygen was not a problem for all of these 17 people are still trapped in the shaft. And it is Robin Henderson again. Thank you very much for paying attention to this news. So it is, do you have a camera deployed inside the mine? At this moment we don't, because no one is allowed to get into the hole. It is still very dangerous at this moment, and this is the nearest place we can get to. There's the nearest place we can get to bring you the latest. Once again, welcome to this special edition of CGTN. We are broadcasting live for a mine accident in East China's Shandong province. It happened last night. Now it's almost 20 hours past when the accident happened last night, Beijing time. So many people have been asking how many people have been taken out. It's 5 people have been taken out of the shaft. 17 people are still being trapped. And the shaft is around 1,000 meters steep. And the accident was called rock burst. So now we're still waiting. Everyone is holding their breath. Now let's talk about this company, the mine company. The mine company actually in April around 6 months ago, half a year ago, it was fined $33,000. And for a couple of reasons. For one thing, because they didn't install electricity distribution and feeder equipment during the inspection. And also because, so usually in the coal mine industry, you're going to have every 50 meters you should have a water filling nozzle. and the water filling also should be around 150 meter deep. But in the inspection in April this year, 2018, and of course it was not up to the standard. And also the self-rescuers actually during the inspection in April this year, they were outdated. So actually in April this year during the inspection, in this coal mine, the coal mine company didn't meet the standards. And of course, the central government has been doing a lot of try to make sure that all of the mine companies or the industry to be safe. And this company in particular in April was fined $33,000. Now, once again, welcome to this special edition of CGTN. We're broadcasting live breaking news of a mine accident in East China's Shandong province. Happened last night around 11 p.m. Now it's almost 20 hours past. 5 people have been taken out and 17 people are still being trapped inside. Now we can see the ambulances and also some other media personnel. They are doing live. They are also like us doing live streaming. And this is the nearest place we can get to bring you the latest. Now we're expecting more people to come out of the hole. Now the gate, as far as I can see at this moment, let's give it a closer look. Okay, let's give it a closer look. Now we can see ambulances and also lots of people waiting outside, and everyone is working 24/7. The rescue team trying to make sure that the 17 people who are still being trapped inside would come out as soon as possible. It's almost 20 hours past at this moment. This is CGTN. We are broadcasting breaking news live in East China's Shandong province. 17 people are still being trapped in the mine. 5 people have been taken out. 3 people have been rescued alive. 2 people have been confirmed dead. This is CGTN. And as the time is taken away, it is getting more dangerous for the miners trapped inside. So, okay, this is CGTN. We're broadcasting live of a mine accident at this moment. As the time is taken away, it is getting more dangerous for the 17 people who are still waiting outside. Now, okay, so because currently we are standing literally on the roof of a van. And this is CGTN. We are broadcasting live the breaking news of a mine accident in East China's Shandong province. 17 people are still being trapped at this moment. 5 people have been taken out. 3 have been confirmed alive. 2 people have been confirmed dead. And of course, we're going to give you the latest updates. Please stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe to CGTN. We're going to bring you the latest later.